Today's lesson is Lesson 4, Romania. We're on the road again, or rather the train or plane, or on the train or plane. There are trains to travel from Kiev to Bucharest, but these tickets can't be bought online, so you would have to go to the train station to book a ticket. If you wanted to fly to Romania, you could buy a ticket online and be sure of your travel times. So let's go book a ticket. I can't believe we are in the third country of Europe already. Romania is a country that not very many people in the West know much about. So I'm excited to be on the adventure with you to learn more about Romania. Have you ever walked down the street at night and been thankful for the electric lights that light up the sidewalk? The people of Timisoara, Romania, were the first people in Europe to appreciate this when their city became the first to have electric street lights in 1889. Romania's Palace Castle was also the first European castle to have electric lights in the entire building. For many years, castles were heated by fireplaces in each individual room. However, this castle has a central heating system that was built in 1888, and it is still used today. Some of our quick facts are there's 19.3 million people. The government type is semi-presidential republic. The size of the country is 92,047 miles. The capital city is Bucharest. The official language is Romanian. And the landmark is Burqa Mud Volcanoes. Let's see. You know all these plane rides we've been talking about. While some planes that fly shorter distances still run on propellers, most large aircraft and large distant flights are powered by jet engines. These amazing engines were invented by Henry Coanda in 1910. He was born in Bucharest, Romania. Land and animals. If you travel into the Carpathian Mountains while you're in Romania, you will encounter untouched landscapes and wild beauty. Over 1/3 of all the European plant species can be found here. These mountains are home to one of the largest forests in Europe that has not been influenced by human activity. This old-growth forest provides the habitat for hundreds of species of mammals, some of them unique to these mountains, such as the Carpathian cameo. The chamois is a hoofed animal that looks like a goat antelope and lives high in the mountains, often found at 6,000 to 7,000 feet. These animals are plentiful and are hunted throughout the Carpathian Mountains for meat and as a tourist industry. The largest European populations of wolves and lynxes, as well as around 60% of European brown bears, make their home here as well, making for a well-rounded mountain experience. Food. Do you guys like cheese? In North America, we mostly eat cheese that is sold in giant blocks and colored orange, or we eat stringed mozzarella grated on pizza. Cheese is so much more than that. Through Romania has several cheeses that are unique to their country. Nasal Cheese, for example, is a special cheese that can only be produced in Târgu Cave in Romania due to the special bacteria that lives in the cave. Telemea is a salty white cheese that is similar to feta cheese. Brânzara de Bufăduva is a unique cheese made with sheep's milk and is matured twice, first in the wood and then in the sheepskin, to produce the unique flavor. These are just a few of the cheeses that are made in Romania. Take a break as your activity break to cut up some cheese and maybe some fruit to snack on while you read the rest of this lesson. Transportation. Most Romanians don't have cars, so there is public transportation readily available everywhere you turn in Romania. Trains are abundant for longer journeys from the city to city, and maxi taxis, small bus-like vehicles, are available for travel to smaller villages or towns that may not boost a train station. The local bus and light railroad systems in Romania cities are well equipped to get you to anywhere you want to go within the city. Any trip to Romania without a ride on the metro system of Bucharest would be lacking in cultural experience. The metro is a cheap, quick, and comfortable way to get anywhere in the city of Bucharest, with stations that stop at all the most popular places in the city. Our famous landmark is the Burqa Mud Volcanoes are found in the protected area of Romania. These unique volcanoes erupt cold, liquid mud while releasing gases into the atmosphere. Mud volcanoes can be caused simply by the emission of a natural gas, volcanic gases, that can occur as the result of seismic activity, just like any ordinary volcano. The area surrounding these unique volcanoes looks much like you might expect the moon to look like. The ground is a light gray, dried mud color with various cones and depressions formed by the mud of volcanoes over the years. History and culture. When visiting Romania, it is impossible to miss the richness of the history and culture. Just look around and you see some amazing sights like the tallest wooden church in the world. This church is a northwestern Romania and has a 23-foot tall cross on top of the building that already boasts a height of 257 feet. The Vernate Monastery in Moldova has been called the Romanian Sistine Chapel. Bucharest is home to the world's second largest building, the Romanian Palace of Parliament. It is second in size only to the Pentagon in the United States. Or take a trip into the Carpathian Mountains to find a stunning castle. Everywhere you go, there are beautiful reminders of a rich and full history. The Romanian language is 1,700 years old. In comparison, modern English is less than 600 years old. Did you know that the most ancient writing wasn't done on paper? It was usually done on clay tablets, much like the tablets that Moses got the Ten Commandments on from God. That is fortunate for us because these tablets last a lot longer than paper would, so we can now see what ancient writing looked like from the archaeologist's discovery. 3 clay tablets have been found in Tartania that date back to 5300 BC and are inscribed with symbols that are the subject of some of the controversy in the archaeology world. Now all archaeologists agree, but some believe that these tablets contain the earliest form of writing in the world. An activity break would be to look up pictures of writing on clay tablets. If you have plasticine, Play-Doh, air-dry clay, anything around, making tablets out of it, and use a toothpick to write a message on it. You could write in English, or you could make up your own language of symbols and have a key to decode the message. If you use anything but plasticine, you can leave your message to dry and have your very own clay tablet. And this concludes our lesson for today, Lesson 4.